Hey everyone, Julia from Sunday Sounds here. In this video, we're going to take a look at our song-specific patch designed in the style of the song you see on the screen. I'm going to demonstrate this song patch in its original key and at its original tempo. You can change the key you play or hear the song patch in by using Easy Transpose, and you can change the tempo as well. Details on how to adjust both the key and the tempo are included in your download. For this video, I'll be demonstrating the MainStage version of this song-specific patch. If you purchase the Ableton Live version, you'll be able to use this video to follow along just the same, seeing as the hand positions, song sections, layer ranges, and sound of the patch are the same. In MainStage, you'll use your mod wheel to move through the various song sections. In Ableton, you'll use the macro knob labeled Song Section. Be sure to check out the full demo video for this song patch to see all the parts and sections in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. This song patch has piano, synths, arps, pads, and bass all triggered in the left hand range, which stretches from here up to here. The upper octave of your left hand will just be triggering pad sounds. Then all your other sounds will be in the lower octave. Then there is a piano sound from this note all the way up the rest of the keys. Layered on top of the piano from this note up, there is a synth sound. When the song section control is all the way down, you'll play the interlude, refrain, and instrumental. At 1/3 is where you start the song with the verses, the interlude, the bridge, and the medium refrain. At 2/3 will be the chorus and the big refrain. And all the way up is the post-chorus. And remember that whether you're in MainStage or Ableton Live, these positions are the same. For the verses, you'll have the song section control at 1/3. You'll play octaves in the left hand, and for the first one, you're not going to play anything in the right hand. For this verse, you'll just hold out the one chord of your key, or just that note in octaves. And you're going to hold that throughout the entirety of the verse. Between the verses, there is a short interlude. For this interlude, your right hand will be playing chords, and your left hand will just be playing octaves. Here's how I like to voice those chords. Then you move to the second verse. For this one, again, you're just going to hold that left hand on that one chord. For this part, your right hand will play a lead line, and that sounds like this. If you want to, you can choose to just play single notes like this. However, I think that it fills out the sound a bit to be playing that one note as well. The next time you play the verse, you'll start by just playing single notes in the high octave of the left hand, so you'll just hold out that upper note. And that's just a pad sound. Then halfway through, you'll bring in the low octave and hold that out for the entirety of the verse. And you'll play the piano lead as well. For this verse, I do like to play that lead in octaves like this. If you'd like to check that out in the demo, you can do so to see that in context. For the chorus, you're going to have the song section control at 2/3. You'll play octaves in the left hand, and your right hand will play chords. These chords will be voiced the same way as they were in the interlude, but I'll show you them one more time. So what I like to do is pulse my right hand on the syncopated rhythmic beat that this song has. And that rhythm sounds like this. So with both hands, it sounds like this. And every time you play the chorus, you're going to play it this same exact way. For the post-chorus, you'll have the song section control all the way up. You'll play octaves in the left hand, pulsing your thumb on that rhythmic syncopated beat that we learned in the chorus, and then your right hand will play a lead line over the top. First, let's go over the left hand. So again, here's that rhythmic beat. So then you're going to hold out the lower left hand note while you play that with your thumb. Now the hard part is lining up the right hand part with the left hand. So let's learn the lead line real quick and then we'll put them together. Here's the lead line. Here it is one more time slowly. So then putting it together can be a little tricky. I'm going to start by just playing the thumb in the right hand in the lead line up high, and I'll play it slowly so you can hear how these two parts fit together. And here's a little bit faster. And then with both hands. Now, I know that this part is pretty tricky to play, so if you find it too difficult to do both the lead line in the right hand and the rhythmic part in the left hand, what you can do is just hold out octaves in your left hand and play that lead line over the top. And that would sound like this. And that's perfectly fine to play that part as well. Every time you play the post-chorus, you're going to play it this exact same way. For the bridge section, you'll start with the song section control at 1/3. You'll play octaves in the left hand, and for this part, the only chord you're going to play is that one chord. You're going to hold it out the entire bridge. And you can reattack whenever you want. I like to reattack at the beginning of each stanza or each section, but yeah, your left hand's just going to stay on that chord. Halfway through the first bridge, you will start playing a synth riff in your right hand. Here's what it sounds like. And it repeats throughout the entire thing. Now it does start on an offbeat, so here it is with both hands starting halfway through the bridge. and you're going to continue playing that pattern throughout the entire bridge. For the down interlude, you're going to have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play octaves in your left hand and chords in your right hand. You'll start off this interlude by holding out the one chord of your key for 8 bars. And for this part, I don't like to do anything in my right hand. Then after those 8 bars, you're going to start playing a new chord progression with a note that isn't in the original key, and that is this note. It's a flat 7 chord. So the chord progression goes like this. So you'll play through that chord progression 2 times leading into the next section. For the refrain section, you're going to have the song section control all the way down. You're going to play octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand. You'll start by playing the same chord progression we learned at the end of the interlude. That's this. I like to alternate my right hand inversions between ending that last chord like this and then ending it just like this. So 2 times through that chord progression would look like this. So you're going to play 4 times through the chord progression, then you'll move the song section control to 1/3 and play 4 more times through the chord progression the same way. Now, I do want to note, if you want to add in additional notes or improvisations here, you can feel free to do so. I do a little bit of that in the demo video, so you can watch that if you want to see how I do that. After this, you're going to move the song section control to 2/3. And for this section, we're going to play the same chord progression 1 more time. Then we're going to play a new chord progression 3 times. And that new chord progression is similar. It sounds like this. So you play through that 3 times, and that makes up the next stanza. Then you're going to play through that new chord progression a total of 2 more times, just to end out the build of this section. Then for this last time through the refrain of this part, you're going to bring the song section control all the way back down, play octaves in the left hand and chords in the right hand. And I like to play these chords nice and big, just to match this section in the recording. The instruments come down, but the vocals stay pretty high, so I like to play. In the original recording, there is an instrumental part right after this, where you continue playing the chord progression for 4 more times. Then it builds. I like to move the song section control to 1/3 to play it 2 more times. Then you play another refrain at the end of the song, just building up to 2/3 and eventually to all the way up, playing that same chord progression. Like I said, this part is changeable. If your band decides to shorten this section because it is very long, you can absolutely do that. Just be sure to check out the full demo video to see all of these parts in order and how we move the song section control throughout the song. Song-specific patches work best in the Sunday Keys template for MainStage and Ableton Live. Sunday Keys gives you all the sounds and tools you need to play live worship keys, and all of our song-specific patches integrate seamlessly with Sunday Keys. You can learn all about Sunday Keys for MainStage and Ableton Live on our website. Thanks for checking out this song-specific patch. I'm Julia with Sunday Sounds, and I'll see you next time.